I was with my ex. We had a whole conversation about getting married and what kind of ring I wanted and what kind of proposal I wanted. A big one, more intimate, when he would propose, that kind of thing. I told him not to propose to me when I was pregnant because not only was he begging me for a baby, but I just didn't want him to propose because I was pregnant. I want someone to propose because you want to marry me. My ex is the kind that's the traditional or plays the traditional role, right? The religious kind of traditional man, even though he told me he wasn't actually active in the church. But, anyways, when you are following traditions, traditionally you ask the woman's dad if you can marry their daughter. Now, it is important to note that when I moved in with my ex, I was isolated away from my family. Fast forward until I was, 6 or 7 months pregnant, I decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna call up my dad. And I did not tell my ex I was gonna do it. I just called up my dad and said, hey, I'm pregnant. Dad actually started crying. He was waiting for me to reach out to him. He didn't understand what was going on. My mom had already passed away from breast cancer. Mom died, 4 or 5 years prior to that. Anyways, my ex decided that when I was 8 months pregnant, he was going to take me away for a staycation and propose to me, but never asked my dad for his blessing. Dad actually had no idea what was happening. And on top of that, my ex decided that he was going to take me to this very specific beach, and it was the beach where we spread my mom's ashes. Anyways, he takes me to this dinner, and his mom ruins the entire thing. His mom is calling his phone nonstop. Mommy's calling my phone. And at this point, I can't enjoy anything. But, of course I can't enjoy anything because his mom just has to ruin everything, as she always did. Just as he always does, he tells me, ignore what is happening, focus on right now, and we end up walking down by the beach after we're done with dinner. We walk right to the spot where my mom's ashes are spread, and he proposes. It was not this heartfelt proposal. Here I am, hugely pregnant, nobody's taking pictures, my family's not there, his family wasn't there, and I had already told him, do not propose to me when I am pregnant. I also specified what kind of ring I wanted. It wasn't that I wanted a big ring. I just wanted a very specific style. He didn't give me the style of ring either. And I look up, people are on the hilltop watching him propose. And I said, this is embarrassing. I genuinely said, get up. I don't know how this came out of me because I really had no freedom in that relationship. I thought he would get up and then realize what the fuck he did and plan out a better proposal. But there his mom is coming from around this rock with my child, which is my child from a previous relationship. And his mom said, what did she say? Did she say yes? Again, no pictures, no roses, nothing. He very well could have had candles all around the hotel room and made it a very intimate moment. Also waited until after I gave birth or even planned it out before I was pregnant. But no, he didn't do any of that. And because of him and his mom, I felt like I had to say yes. He was quite literally staring at me. She hasn't answered yet, even though I said this is embarrassing. He would intentionally put me in these situations where I could not say no. And not only could I not say no, I had to spend the rest of that relationship pretending like I enjoyed every moment. The day after he proposed, I was expected to post, my hand with the ring and show off that he proposed to me and be happy about it. I had to be happy that he didn't ask my dad to marry me. I had to be happy that none of my family members were there. This is what coercive controllers do. They put you in these situations. They don't care if you've already told them, I don't want to do this. I do not feel comfortable. Do not do this to me. What they want to do is set up the situation where they look like an amazing partner to everyone else and you look like the asshole. You look like a horrible person if you say no. You look ungrateful. This is how the entire relationship is with coercive controllers.